What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Eric, and this is Eric Talks Money. I'm back again because I got a request for a video on Airbnb. So I currently have 2 units, and I kind of post often on Twitter and Instagram about how that's going. Currently, if you live in Dallas, you know these areas. We have one in Deep Ellum, have one in Love Field, and they both are going great. I would say on average, each unit is doing, I say, roughly $1,000 a month in profit. Revenue wise, I think we do about $2,300 to $2,500, and then after expenses, we take home about $1,000 a month, which is great. And as we scale up, those numbers are looking steady. So, you know, if we want to add another $1,000 a month, all we do is add another unit. So let's talk about why I got into Airbnb. Kind of a no-brainer. It's just like Hero. There's a marketplace of people that need something, and if you have the ability to provide it, then it makes you money. So I didn't have space in my personal house. Of course, I had to get an apartment. If you're wondering how that works, you can either find a place that allows you to rent on Airbnb, or you have to ask permission, and that gets complicated. And then a third way, of course, is to not ask and just do it illegally. I wouldn't recommend that because at any moment, if your apartment complex finds out, then you're kind of screwed. They have the right to kick you out. So you can have a business one day and it be gone the next. So if you're wondering why I put the Airbnbs in places like Deep Ellum and Love Field, you always want to put your locations in hotspots. If you live in like a suburb, you won't get a lot of traffic. You'll most likely get a lot of kids who want to party, or you know, the occasional people that are coming to see a family and just want a place to stay that's not a hotel. But you won't get a rental that often. So the Oaklawn and Love Field areas are by an airport, which is a hotspot. Travelers come stay for a night or stay for a week, but it's always easier to stay near an airport. So that's a very hot spot. We launched that about a month ago, and it's been moving. Our other area is Deep Ellum, which is kind of a hot spot here in Dallas. It has bars, it has art. It's kind of a cultural spot here. Whenever anybody comes to visit in Dallas and they're younger, of course you want to actually stay by hotspots like Uptown. We have Greenville Ave, and of course Deep Ellum, which I think is right now kind of the hottest spot in the city. So we launched that last December, and it has steadily given us at least $1,000 a month in revenue. So you're probably wondering how easy it was to get started. Airbnb, like Turo, is a no-brainer. After you acquire the spot, you furnish it, make sure it feels like home. You just can't have the basics. You have to have anything that you would want in your house, provide for your guests. If you half-ass it, your guests will know. You'll start to get a lot of bad reviews, and then your business starts to suffer. So what I do after I sign the lease, I head to IKEA, Target, and Facebook. Now, these are my top 3 places to get furniture and different types of stuff I need. I feel like stuff like couches, beds, and big stuff like that can be secondhand as long as it's in good condition. But if you're buying stuff like a mattress, sheets, a coffee maker, all those things could be new or like new in good condition, just because you don't really want to run it into any issues down the line with those things. So I buy it, I have it delivered to the house. I take about 2 or 3 days to actually set up the furniture, make it feel like home. Next step is to take good pictures. A lot of people hire a photographer. I don't, because the iPhone takes great pictures, and as long as you get the right angles, nobody can really tell the difference. So from searching for an apartment, signing the lease, purchasing the furniture, having it sent to the house, set everything up, taking the pictures, actually being live on the platform, I would give yourself a week to a week and a half. It shouldn't take that long, but you never want to rush it and then miss out on things the guests might need. After I'm live, I make sure I take extra special care of probably the first of 5 to 6 guests. Those first reviews on your new location are vital. When you don't have a lot of reviews, or you just have a few, people are kind of taking a risk and a gamble on you. So you want to make sure that you always get 5-star reviews from them and eventually become a super host, which pops you at the top of the list when anybody is looking for an Airbnb in your area. So basically, that's how I got started. There are a few more important things that you'll want to consider when opening an Airbnb. Number one is how will you price it. Unless your Airbnb is more special than everyone else's in the area, I wouldn't try and price it too high. If you go too high, you don't get a lot of bookings. If you go too low, you don't get a lot of good renters. So try to play with your pricing so you get yourself right in the middle there. Number two is how will you clean the space. We pay her $50 a booking. She cleans the whole space. Of course, our spaces are small. They're both about 600 square foot each with just 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. Your costs will vary based on area and kind of apartment. And number three is how will you manage customer service. You always want to make sure that you respond fast, be polite to all your guests, try your best to make them as comfortable as possible, and just be reasonable with them. Of course, there are people who manage Airbnbs. If you want a completely hands-off approach, just hire a company or a person to co-host with you, and that'll take a lot of the stress off your plate. Well guys, that's it. That's how I got started. That's how you can get started. If you have any questions, please drop them down below or hit me on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram. I will post that below as well. And stay tuned. I'm dropping more often, I promise. I know I say that every time, but this time I'm serious. I'm dropping weekly. I'm sticking to it. It's more coming at you on Eric Talks Money. Thanks for watching. Peace.